Welcome to this video on modern Stoic insights. Ever had the feeling that you're doing in a relationship, everything is good except nothing works out? Maybe you have been told to treat her with kindness as a sign of respect, space, or maybe just being who you are for the purpose of being left feeling confused, annoyed, or heartbroken. What if I told you that all you've learned about attracting women is bad, and I'm going to reveal the truth and the hidden defects? Every woman has imperfections that other women do not talk about, but all men should understand. Keep watching, because this video could get rid of all your assumptions. In reference to dating, please write that I am ready in the section below for remarks, if this movie is available for viewing until the end, since I assure you that you won't want. In order to avoid missing any of this, let's acknowledge the manipulation of the dating game, and instead of being prejudiced in your favor, you've probably noticed that the males who seem to comprehend everything are the people that don't follow the rules. They acknowledge a factor that most guys overlook. Women are not the logical, reasonable entities you've been taught to believe in. They're not, and their desires are predicated on sentiments, but in practice they don't even deliberately comprehend the reasons why they're. The reason I'm attracted to some guys is, we're going to explain everything to you today, looking at the top 10 defects every woman has, and I will show you. You can use this to your advantage. Shortcomings, not to control or hurt everyone, but to understand the psychology behind attraction and make use of it to grow stronger, better, and more significant. We're not here to sugarcoat relationships, anything, or give you obsolete advice. This is going to hit because it's so real, difficult, so buckle up and prepare beforehand. We enter it and click the like button if you're already feeling the advantages, and if you would want more, be sure to subscribe. Honest and perceptive advice tool that really works in the contemporary world. And do you want to endorse this channel and helping us to continue with provide top-notch content, consider joining the channel subscriptions, which allow us to stay independent and keep creating excellent content, accessible to as many men as to the greatest extent possible. Let's begin with the first, the man who never wavered. The first weakness is the determined man. We should go right to the point. The women of today are flooded with their alternatives for men are exploding. Their DMS friends complimenting them, as well as dating apps that provide an endless. There are many potential combinations, so why do, in spite of this, most guys are unsuccessful at dating? All of these resources that are accessible because to the vast majority of men nowadays are erratic, unreliable, and give up with such ease. And women, you know what? Be aware that this is the unpleasant truth. Trusting women is challenging since they've been conditioned to think that men will disappear when circumstances get difficult, whether it's after a few months or days. The bulk of the reason women are watchful is because they have the lack of seasoned males executing and not being reliable. Therefore, the man who keeps his decisions, his actions, and his words become instantaneous. Exceptional stability involves more than just showing there on time. It's about representing stability in every aspect of the man in your life who isn't must be you, precisely what he promises to accomplish. In the dating sphere right away, many erratic, indecisive men are the ones who passes through and turns into a lighthouse. In an ocean of consistency is the first step toward uncertainty. With the little details, if you pledge to follow through on your commitment by texting her later. Don't forget to call at the appointed hour. You're steadfast and on the money does not suggest inflexibility. Instead, it suggests she needs to know you're reliable. A man who fulfills his commitment because dependability is among the most appealing traits. You are able to provide in the busy, frequently shallow dating. We hear the world's second highest confidence, It's always enticing to be confident, but what does it really mean? Being confident isn't about being cocky, or being loud is not a sign of great confidence. The quiet, steadfast conviction that you are sufficient, similar to how confident you are, is magnetic due to its rarity, particularly in the current climate, where so many men feel a strong desire to impress people. The continuous attraction that women have for guys who are confident because it shows security. Consider this. Women have their personal worries. They are concerned about how they look, the way they're seen. And if they are comparable, when a woman meets a man who seemed unconcerned by extrinsic validation from an unneeded person to increase his sense of self-worth, it's a positive shift, which is why guys with confidence stand out amid a sea of too many guys rely on others and feel uneasy. Components that support their confidence at work, their looks or socio-economic status. But what would happen if the things were stolen? Genuine confidence comes from inside. In any case, it's critical to value yourself. Of the incidents in your life when you, with this degree of confidence, you turn into, you cannot be touched or swayed by rejection, you are not deterred by setbacks, and a woman's approval is not required. Acceptance to increase your sense of self-worth. Start concentrating on your inner confidence by setting goals and completing them, no matter how little each. When you keep a commitment to yourself, you gain and keep your confidence. Doesn't mean you're perfect, but rather, you accept your imperfections. Be proud of your flaws and pay attention to the responses of women to that true selves. Third-party guarantee. Ambition. Ambition is one of the most crucial factors, powerful traits a man might have in today's environment when complacency is driven and satisfied with mediocrity. Although common, the ambitious man stands out because to a persistent pusher, he thinks he is better than women, which is why they are drawn to him. Men who have a clear mission and drive a car, as it shows that the important thing is that you're making progress in your life. Ambition may not always mean that you're establishing a multi-million-dollar empire. When working 80 hours a week, it shows that you have certain objectives in mind. Anything, and you refuse to acknowledge it. Good enough women want to date males, who is inspired by their perception of, as if they are a component of something bigger, more ambition than they are. It shows that you're not content with just surfing life's wave. And that's really seductive. Yet here is where. The majority of males err when they talk about without support. Ambition is impossible. Just say you have to since you're ambitious. Show it via your work. Your hobbies or your growth as a person have to prove that you're continuously aiming for greater ambition is about making progress, not. The goal of perfection is to demonstrate that you're always trying to improve yourself. Version of yourself. Begin by establishing goals, both short and long-term. Don't need to be lavish, but they must force you to go outside of your comfort zone. Whether it's getting a job promotion, gaining fitness, or picking up a new talent. Be careful to move constantly. When a woman observes that you are, she will aspire to be a part of your on the fourth cruise. The unpleasant person, the boy who is negative girls, are drawn to naughty lads, like the catch is this, moths to a flame. This isn't why bad boys are jerks. Instead, it's because bad boys have traits that unpredictable circumstances appeal to women. The drawbacks of emotional restraint and mystery. The young person does not follow the rules. Apologize for who he is, and he undoubtedly doesn't satisfy all of a woman's desires. He is extremely attractive because of this. Women aren't seeking a man who can totally, they are looking for a man who can keep them under control. Making assumptions about a man who lives his own life, personal priorities, and isn't focused on the adversary that surrounds them, is an authority on causing emotional ups and downs that keeps women coming back for more. The thrill of the chase. Uncertainty. as well as the feeling that he's a little out of reach, which makes the such a handsome, cunning man. But here's the something that doesn't need your jerkish behavior display the traits of a villain. You only must maintain an air of mystery, and there is no indication of emotional independence. Everything about you at once. Some things should not be shared. Always be reachable, and make her wonder who you are and what you're doing sparks interest and keeps her desire to practice with enthusiasm control by not letting her decide how you attitude. If she's furious, keep your cool. If she's enjoy the occasion and be joyful, but don't go overboard. Bound up in it, bad boys are seductive because they are in charge of their emotions and the fact that they are the ones who keeps his cool when things go tough. Which are the top 5 ways that women are neglected? Ignored attention want to attract attention, but the worst is yet to come. They are not appreciative of the attention they get. We live in a world where women are readily may attract the interest of hundreds of men, DMS likes, with the touch of a button. Comments are always present, confirming them, but because it's so easy to get it, the man forfeits all meaning. It's the one who stands out, who doesn't, immediately give her plenty of attention. Ignoring a woman's request for, she finds validation so annoying that she's used to being ignored by men, and when she doesn't comprehend that from you, she starts to ask why. She will begin to compete for your attention, given that it's a scarce resource at the moment, and we all know that scarcity enhances value. Women are just as fascinated by the pursuit as men are. Yet they won't accept it when you don't immediately give in to her demands. Wants praise or attention, or affirmation, you're expressing she should try to attract more attention. And that's exactly the reason it's so. Stop giving women away for free. Valuable. Concentrate. If you're consistently delivering her a praise or a like via SMS every post she makes on social media, you're lowering the value of your focus instead. Take a step back and let her to approach you when she seems as if she must labor for she will really appreciate the care. The pre-election. Additional number 6. There is a rationale for why women are drawn more to men who are engaged in partnerships or who are surrounded by a number of women. It's known as when a woman notices that before an election it makes other ladies want you. Something in her mind tells her that he has to be helpful. This is the same idea. Reasons why individuals want to purchase items. They are greatly desired by everybody. Wants it? It must be valuable. Pre-selection is extremely effective because it takes advantage of women's competitive nature. When she sees you with other gorgeous, even if you're just buddies, ladies makes you more important in her eyes. She starts to wonder what's wrong with you, things other women find appealing, and that her curiosity is the reason she even desires you. Because of this, males who are already in many relationships, women are flinging. These aren't oneself at them. Women are trying to separate. The connection is what draws them in. The notion that this individual is appealing, and if other women find him attractive, then he must be deserving of her attention as well. Spend time with females who are valued, even if they are only friends. When a lady notices you having a comfortable conversation alongside other stunning women, it implies that you're a valuable man. She'll begin to consider you someone worthy of being pursued only because other women already do. 7th position. Being a man. The concept of masculinity is under danger in today's world, yet the truth is that women are biologically inclined to be attracted to macho mass-market males. Because isn't about being too aggressive or being dominant, means presuming strength, both physical and mental. Women are searching for a guy who will protect them, lead them and provide them with a feeling of safety. There is more to being a guy than merely muscles. Having a goal is crucial. Upholding your beliefs and becoming into strongly emotional women are drawn to men who are conscious of their roles, often swayed by external circumstances. They're seeking a man who can keep your cool when faced with difficulties, who can confidently make decisions, and who doesn't let his emotions to rule him. The majority of males in today's dating environment are also emotive, responding to everything. They get agitated about little matters, and they let women choose their own feelings in a guy who is macho is in charge of his. He is not shaken by emotions when he maintains his composure when things don't go his way. Responsible and collected, that's what makes him so attractive. Start putting your masculine energy by taking accountability for your death, blaming other people or outside forces. Be resolute in your decision-making about your things to do. When you're having trouble confronting them directly without letting your feelings take over your desires, females, to feel secure and at ease with a man who's responsible for himself and his charming is the 8th life number. Passionate leadership. Naturally, women in leadership positions are attracted to. This does not mean that leaders have to act as the CEO of a business, but you have to be proactive in your interactions with her. Taking charge and making choices are essential components of leadership. Decisions and showcasing your expertise. Whatever your course in life, women want a man who can guide them instead of someone who repeatedly asking for their thoughts or genuinely charismatic. Leadership is very strong, since it combines power and attractiveness in a manner that you must encroach in order to guide. You may demonstrate leadership by your behaviors, self-assurance, and your capacity. For women want to be with someone who make them feel valued, a man who is aware of his life's direction, as it gives them a sense of security and eager to take part in it. Journey. When you exhibit leadership, when you engage with a lady, she'll more attracted to you because of she will think of you as someone who can lead the way to success by taking the initiative. Is intriguing because it communicates power, confidence, and decisiveness, qualities that women find. You can't resist going on a vacation the next time. Date. Take charge of planning the evening, decisions, and don't be afraid to provide guidance. The argument that women are drawn to males who assumes command of the situation because it makes them more at ease, and when you demonstrate leadership, you are respected. She will instinctively follow your lead. Number 9's emotional intelligence. The ability to be emotionally intelligent is one of the most overlooked qualities of the majority of men think a man can have. To have emotional intelligence, one must possess overly delicate or emotional, but emotional intelligence is not the same as about being aware of your own emotions and others. It's important to understand, knowing when to speak, when to listen, and when to. Women are emotional creatures, so give them room, and they need a man capable of handling it. The majority of men try to fix issues when a woman shows her emotions. While women don't want all of the repairs done by you, they simply want you to focus so you can understand when. That may be achieved by developing a deep emotional connection that is difficult for most men to form. To also cultivate emotional intelligence, include managing your own emotions that ladies would rather not express to an emotionally erratic guy. Want someone who can remain calm under pressure, who is capable of handling life's highs and lows, and don't collapse when practicing downs. Active. Listen to her the next time she's unhappy. Don't make snap judgments on anything. Simply pay attention and let her in with solutions. Vent. Acknowledge her feelings and show empathy. This little gesture might create a level of trust and emotional intimacy, things most men never achieve. The 10th highest level of enthusiasm. Zeal. One of the most alluring qualities is passion. characteristics a man may exhibit when a woman observes that you're excited about anything, as long as it's your profession, hobby, or personal development. She's attracted to that spirit of desire, proves that you are driven to accomplish your purpose. Additionally, you're not just coasting throughout your life, yet this is the key you have: to pursue your own interests instead of too many males. Don't take her into account trying to appeal to ladies by pretending possess a deep enthusiasm for things they don't really care about women. That genuine enthusiasm has a captivating charm because you are genuine when you are honest. Passionate about a subject you're not must try to attract ladies, since they want to be with you because they are naturally drawn to you. A section of the path you're traveling goal. Find something you're passionate about it, and put your best effort into it, whether it's fitness as a profession or a side job. Allow your passion to guide your original project. When she sees how dedicated you are to your goals, she will want to join you. Your world. So there it is. The 10 weaknesses that every man should be aware of. Ladies, keep in mind that this isn't about manipulation. It involves understanding feminine psychology and making use of its wisdom to become more powerful and more significant exchanges. The reality is, the majority of males are too busy to comprehend this, seeking ladies in an effort to win their acceptance and violation of the law. Yet you're unique. You now have the ability to flip the plot and establish a scenario where, if you can, women will be drawn to you. To demonstrate the value of this video, click the like button. Kindly let me know in the comments which weakness surprised you the most. And if you're looking for more detailed, unbiased advice, such as this, be sure you register for the If You Want to Go Above and Beyond, click the channel. Please help us achieve our objective of helping as many guys. If you're able, consider joining the memberships in the channel, and any help helps us maintain our high standard of content that is unavailable elsewhere. People, if you're prepared to assume responsibility for your love life and stop making fun of it. For rules that don't work, subscribe to this channel. Kindly invite a friend to see this video who ought to pay attention to this and join the participation in the channel if you're interested in support the movement you are a part of. Us in our ongoing efforts to reach more males who need this information.